Thank you, Speaker. I'm speaking as a councillor who represents a ward where there's a coexistence between the residential communities and the industrial communities. And I think that what's before us with respect to environmental reporting disclosure and the innovation program is definitely something that we should be taking very, very seriously today. It's about establishing a level of community safety, a level of comfort, and there is no other incident, Speaker, in recent history that can illustrate the importance of establishing this level of comfort and the mechanisms of community safety than the recent explosion of propane in the ward that I represent and the subsequent spread of asbestos. As a municipality, we can make strides to improve the safety of our communities through programs such as this and through projects such as we're endeavoring to do today, but we often face restrictions to the limits of what we can do under provincial legislation. And why is this? This is a historic paternal relationship that we have between the province and the city. We as a municipality need to demand more powers when it comes to the fact that we want our communities to be safe. We must continue the fight that was launched ages ago by the old City of York and the old City of Toronto before amalgamation. I have in my hand an interim report that summarized the findings of a commission after the 1986 explosion of a taxi garage that was located on Western Road in the old City of York. I have yet to find evidence that there was any kind of follow-up with respect to the report. Yet when the old City of York and the City of Toronto stepped up to the plate and drafted their own bylaws to regulate propane, the OMB, with the assistance of and support of the provincial government, shame on them at the time, quashed the bylaw, and it rendered the old City of York powerless in this matter. And what did we see following this? The monitoring of the propane industry handed over to the TSSA, removing it from direct government oversight. I have in front of me the recent report, which many of you have seen, of the propane safety review called for by the current Minister of Small Business and Consumer Services. Nowhere in this report does it make recommendations to take back the oversight of the propane industry. And of course, there's no recommendation for the city to have a right to govern these facilities. We need to continue the challenge that grants us more powers in this regard. We need more comprehensive strategies in place to bring about safer communities. And so I will be supporting the Environmental Reporting Disclosure and Innovation Program. I believe that we're making a step in the right direction to make our communities safer. And I want to say, Madam Speaker, that in the near future, in the new year, I know that we will be dealing with the recommendations that were before us, or before the executive recently with respect to propane, and I hope to have a unanimous vote at that time from councillors to actually step up to the plate and address the province with our concerns, actually see the failures that have happened historically before us on 2 major occasions now, and actually redress what the communities are asking for. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Augimeri.